Hello and welcome back on People Drone. This is Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today should be a pretty easy day. Just a little bit of planning, a little bit of not screwing up, realizing that there's no way the incinerators that I have are going to be enough for all the waste we're producing, but we'll get to that. Very first thing, shout out to Bryce. Bryce, thank you very much. Appreciate it. This is the first episode after your surprise, so yeah, very much appreciate it. Not necessary, but I still appreciate it. Happy holidays to you as well. Hope you didn't get too much snow there with that last one, but all good. So, we are here. Yes, we are here. Technically, everything I think is working. Yes, looks like we have our next incinerator ready to rumble, in which we will have to get this one actually turned on. So let's see. I don't know that this is necessary. I'm gonna do it anyways. This is out. This is out. This one, potentially both. We're gonna set it up to in just in case I need it for whatever reason, but this one should just be mixed waste from hazard, just so I know what the heck this is. So hopefully that works. Let's just turn it on all to mixed waste and see what we get out of this, but that should be all it's producing. This is just for more. Okay, that's a start. That is a start technically. I would like you guys to help me with, let's see, this is currently hazardous waste. We are currently, is that a on or off? Incinerator out. This is load from here. Is it really load from here? Incinerator in? This incinerator in. This is incinerator in hazardous waste. Okay. Now I can actually find it in here. So incinerator in has. You're currently unloading hazardous waste from there. Would like you to load hazardous waste from here and unload that. I want to make sure. Rugby dump medium. Okay, this is bio waste. I'm trying to see if there's any other place that has everything unchecked, and I don't see one. That is a good thing. I'm gonna just start bringing that all the way out here. Yep, that's the one that we're gonna use. We're gonna unload hazardous waste right there. We're gonna abuse the distribution office that we have sitting here for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's what we're gonna start. This one is obviously full because things are bad. Here's the thing that is a problem, which is this. It's going to take forever to unload. It just has to get done. I do not have time to sit on this much longer, and this one is, once it's done, should be turned into hazardous waste, but for right now, that's what it's going to be. Okay, vehicles inside buildings. Yes, that's good. This one is the technical service. Okay, incinerator has, okay, that means this technical service guy, please talk to me. Your hazardous waste is going to out here. I understand it's much further away, but it makes my life easier. Now, where is this technical service? It's the one that's close by. Perfect. So they're the ones that are already closer, which is a good thing, which is what we want. There's some hazardous waste sitting here. I'm assuming that was never picked up because reasons. This one is not assigned to anyone. Okay. Do you have either of these in your purview? Yes, you do. This is the Bath Road Cargo Station. Bath Road Cargo, Rugby, Bath Road Cargo Station. You pick up everything from there. Hazardous waste included. It just didn't have anywhere to go. I think that feels all right. And then we're going to change something else up, which is pick up mixed waste from here. I know that I currently don't have workers there, but we're going to figure that out. Just mixed waste from there and bring that to your normal places. It may mean that this distribution office is not suited for the task anymore. We may need another one. That's fine. There's room here. F2. You see? There's space here. We can totally build another distribution office. You should just build one there. You're gonna need it. Or you're gonna... Well, this is really just gonna run until this thing is completely empty. Even then, we'll see. Well, they're doing their job, so that's at least good. I'm contemplating turning this one into something else, but in the end, we just have to be able to keep up with this thing, which we are right now, so probably that may be okay for the time being. There's a new distribution office that we were talking about. Okay. let's get this one filled up. Medium distribution office, yes. I would like some waste trucks, please. And sorry, we're just gonna go with the big ones. I don't know that there's a reason for anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That sounds good. Pick up from here. Anything. Don't care what it is. Sounds good. Drop off. We don't have a truck here yet. Let's remove that until we can specify a couple more things, because we don't just want to go crazy with this either. So let's see what comes out of all of these situations. I think we'll be okay. Bus. Get a bus. Okay. Do we have one? We do not. All right. Order one. Bus. Please and thank you. This is going to take too long. Because if I have them down here, I can at least get them going pretty much right away, which is relatively helpful. 65, 70 passengers. Yes. Give me 2 of those. All you need is 2 cars. You're right. 2 personal cars, please. We have the 60, 90, 75, and this one. So the gas A. Yes, please. Can you... Oh, pretty blue. Give me 2. I hope that's enough. I don't know, but we do have a bus end station there that should make transporting anything go relatively quickly, so I'm not scared of that at all. And everything should be great. All right, there are the cars. Go refuel. And then we're just going to talk to you. Look how fast they go. That's totally worth it. Should we replace this gas station at some point? Honestly, no. I don't want to. All right, here's what we're gonna do. You have to come out to this bus stop. I know you're gonna take a little extra long route, but that's okay. From that bus stop, you're just gonna go straight to here. That's the only target. And then you're gonna come back to refuel here. It's on the way anyways, no matter what happens, and you're going back there. Cool. Let's find your little friend. Your little friend is right next door, and then you guys can figure out what you need to do. Love it. All right. A little more on the waste side. How we're doing here, 200 tons. Yeah, it's going to take forever for this stuff to actually get loaded, unloaded, but it is what it is. Distribution office, you are about to load. Good. You are about to unload because your technical service office over here. Hazard in region 2. Where is that? That is in the right place. So that was just a truck that was still en route to do something. You know what we can do with that guy? We can say Control H. Send you home, because now you're going to take it to the correct place, not the wrong place anymore. That's helpful. How about you? I'm guessing hazard in region 2. Yes, Control H. Get out of here. Cool. Problem solved. Moved 2 free containers because of that. That is useful. Someone pointed something out that made me worried. I have seen, and they may have fixed it. It may have never been broken. But you remember the initial train that I had all of these set up with advanced settings? I have seen that stuck in distribution offices before, but it looks like the ones that are here do not have that problem. So maybe that is actually how this works and everything is fine. Hard to tell. Hard to tell at this point. But we'll get there. Okay. You're chewing through this relatively well. I like it, and this is starting to get emptier. I also like that. There is something to be said. It only burns 50% of hazardous waste. That technically means that to burn 100 tons of hazardous waste, it has to work twice as hard. Not twice, but 80% plus. Yeah, twice as hard as burnable waste or other waste. You see the ratio there, so it's just twice as fast. That's all it is, which is you should be able to tell by not having that hard-to-burn hazardous waste sitting down here for the time being. And we'll see how that all works out. This is not a lot of hazardous waste extra that I have sitting here, but we'll just, I guess, have to see how this all works out. It's fine. At least right now we're not overflowing. We have some workers here, and everything is kind of there. I like it so far. I like what's all going on here. These guys are doing what they're supposed to do. I love it. We got some bio-waste sitting here, which means all of our fields are full. That's good, and I think that's a good segue to go back to our food industry section, because we do have to plan all of that. Before we do that, because distractions are just part of the game. How are you guys doing? Stuff is being built. Cool. Some vehicles are sitting here, which is actually semi-surprising, but it's not the end of the world just yet. You do have to get through all of this. That is fine. Construction offices. This is number 6, right? Yes, this is number 6. It would be nice if you could get started on just like the footpaths. I think that would be helpful to everyone. Just the really small footpaths. If we can get all of those out of the way, that would be great. Speaking of really small footpaths, this one doesn't look like you actually have one, which is unfortunate. So let's fix that. Get you a footpath through here just because we can now. What is your problem? I honestly do not know. Feels like you should just be able to just connect straight into here, but apparently there's a problem there. So we're going to fix that. You're going to come through here. You're going to not go in there because that one's already connected. Don't need it. Perfect. And then a viewer pointed out that something is missing, which I'm pretty sure they're right. The thing that's definitely missing is waste. I knew that part. I will plan that once we have some more footpaths, and you should do the waste first. Well, but waste will tell you what it can reach if you have the right footpaths. Okay, so we'll do waste last, but also kindergartens. We need enough kindergarten coverage for all of these guys to do something useful, and I think this is a prime space for that. Yes, this is a prime space for that, so let's do that one next. Nope. Is it here? Yes, kindergarten. I would like the biggest one we have available right now, which is not that big. I thought we had something bigger than this, but this is totally fine. You do not have a free excavator around. Okay, what are you going to do with that? Also, people were pointing out these buildings apparently let you have a through road. Great. Have a random building that can do this, and then you start planning on that for all the other buildings, and you're just breaking behavior for players. I do not like that one. It's great that this one does it, but if this one does it, every other building that looks like it should also do it. And they don't. They also don't do it for footpaths when they look like they have a path through. So, no, we're not playing that game. Make it not special. Make it trivial. Make it normal. Just make it normal, and it'll be great. Like, we could totally have a road connection through all of this, but I oppose. I veto that because of what I just told you. Okay, so kindergarten doesn't fit yet because we don't have any excavators available to put something in here, but I do recognize that I still need kindergartens. I also recognize that I still need... what's the other stuff? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you still need, really. True. The other stuff is... Get all of this assigned. I'm not sure why they're being so picky about this, but that's okay. As long as they're building something, I don't really care what they're building. I just need them to continuously do something. And look at this. There's a list, a laundry list of things that they have to do. So that looks good. I'm also pretty sure that we're getting gravel from the border. I don't see that as a big problem. We do not produce enough gravel for everyone to be happy, especially if we have some rare construction going on. So there you go. We do not have enough for even doing what we want to do. This one has some construction in progress that is not getting the attention it deserves. So let's increase that just a little bit. But yeah, overall, we do not produce enough gravel. I probably should even set it up so that we push some gravel in here via rail. I don't have that right now, but it would be cool if we had that. All right. I think I babbled on long enough where these guys are actually able to do something useful. So I'm going to pause real quick for a second. I'm going to tell these guys to unload hazardous waste right there. 50% is fine. Then I'm going to tell you to also bring construction waste, which I hope is a major export of what we have going on here down here. And then we're going to bring the just regular mixed waste all the way down here. Maybe that will help. That number is going down. That's what I want to see. We currently don't have anyone parked there. That's not great. And the out is not overflowing. So things are going in the right direction, which is all I care about. Hazardous waste here is a little overfull, but now I have to check that this is actually functioning. You run at 55%. This is empty though. That's a big plus. That one is empty. We have some mixed waste sitting here. I think a dedicated truck would be helpful right there. Okay, get a dedicated truck. Sorry, I should zoom out a little more so you don't get completely motion sick, but it's probably too late for that already. Waste truck, please, just one. especially since I will have this one to be wait until unloaded. I'm gonna just pause because it makes my life a little easier to not let him go to the house and then go to refuel and then go back here. They can go refuel afterwards. That's totally fine. But for right now, I just want to do this. I'm tempted to send them to this one because it's a special place. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you can unload directly into here. Just mixed waste, nothing else. Do not go to the depot, and everyone will be happy. Check a couple of wagons here, but I do not even see the advanced setting on these wagons, so I think we are okay on that front anyways. You're doing that, that's fine. You're doing this and not really getting anything constructed. That's unfortunate. Is there something that you're actually waiting on? Mechanical components. Okay, construction offices that we have. That one doesn't matter. Someone just delivered them. Okay, so they have what they need. Just took a little while to make it happen. I'm okay with that. Not really a big problem. Power. Should you start producing that? Let's look at what your current workload looks like. No, they're busy enough. I don't need them to get distracted by anything yet, but we're gonna get there. This all looks fine. Coal is sitting there. Coal goes through here. What's your mixed waste? Construction waste, a little bit burnable, and other waste. Nothing exciting. You're doing what you're supposed to do. That seems fine. How are you doing? You have bio-burnable, other ash. Cool. And we're not overproducing anything, so all of that seems to be okay. And this one is probably full, which means this one is full, which means, yeah, we could totally turn this one on. And because I'm impatient in general, I will just get this one going, which means everything that's kind of connected to this place should get started or turned on at least, which I think they are now. And then I'm seeing... Where's the road connection to this building? It's down here. I'm seeing that it does not have a direct waste connection yet. Even if I go... No, you cannot see it from there. This one may have an accidental waste connection. Doesn't look like it has one. And I don't see me being able to actually add one there as well. So we're going to add this right here. Little birdie told me that this thing with the footpath connections may go away. I am kind of not looking forward to that happening in this game, because I wouldn't be surprised if they break all of the ones that I have placed that have a footpath connection. Let's just say I'm not going to be a very happy camper that day. We're still going to get over it. I just don't know yet what I'm going to do about that, because it's simply, that is stupid. Why? Like, I mean, it's the beta branch. It's the beta branch. I get it. I have signed up for this. It's my fault. It's still stupid. Leave it alone. I hope they don't make retroactive changes. Like, all the things that were already placed should still just work the way they were. Otherwise, the game probably crashes anyways. And all the new things have to be built the right way. That would be great. It's still expectation change, like with these buildings. Now, all of a sudden, there are buildings where you can go through. I don't know why I'm complaining about the game. This game is amazing. this game is amazing. It's deeper, it's more complex than any other game that I've ever played before. It's a game that has definitely captured me more than any other game I ever played before. And it's still not finished. There's still stuff going on. We're getting closer to finished. I don't know what the finished state looks like, but we're getting closer to finished. It's just, there's a lot going on. And honestly, it's great. It's also, it can be frustrating when funny things happen in the development process, but they're neither here nor there, so let's just keep it flowing. It's great. All right, we're here. We are here indeed. So currently, I am banking on storing a bunch of grain right here and then just filling up the workhorses on that side. And I briefly thought about, this is probably fine, but what if I ever reach a point where it isn't? I would still like this to be the breadbasket of the nation. I think this is cool. Are we ever going to get past the numbers that we have running here? I have no idea. I hope so, but FPS does play into that equation a little bit. So if the frame rates go away, the playthrough will go away. Very simple. Right now we don't have that problem, but it could easily happen by the numbers that these two should enable us to handle. However, what are we going to do down the road? Well, honestly, there's a simple answer to this. I could just make sure that I simply have 2 large fields right next to this. It should be approximately 2 large fields. It could be 3 large fields if I really try hard, but 2 large fields. This is just 2 large fields next to each other. If I put those here, I will have planned for the future. There are road connections that you have to worry about. If I put... those road connections are not amazing. Well, that one is probably fine if I just make you connect up to here somewhere. Do you want to... Let's see. If I pretend that this one goes away, you come through here. Okay, that's your road connection. There's your road connection here. Everyone is happy now. Beautiful. Don't know what to do with that road connection, but at that point we may as well just continue it this way and pretend that there is a farm on this side. Cool. We're going to place this, and someone's going to cringe, and I get it, because once you place a field and then remove the field, fertility goes away, and that will hurt for a little while until it doesn't. But for right now, it's fine. Let's just put those 3 big fields here, and we're just going to figure out what that really means in the future. But this is just a future landing spot for my for some food factories if I need them. Just put a couple silos here and then put a couple food factories there, and then you're done until I need them, which is not for thousands of citizens. We don't need anything, so this should all be fine. Let's see, you apparently have not gotten a road connection yet. Let's fix that. This one is done. This one is done. I don't see any other road connections that are open, so we're good. Waste connection is here. Is there anything else that I needed? I don't think so, but you probably need waste burning in this area, so I wouldn't be surprised if we add a waste burning facility right here. That will probably also help whatever this city needs to do. Good to know. Great. You have this road. You may as well keep running it. Don't see any good reason why we can't do that. So let's... Ooh, there's a natural little gully there, which I kind of don't want to interfere with. So let's make that happen. Let's remove this road so I get as smooth of a road as possible. And there you see this darkness? It's not green. That fertility has gone down if you put a field on it. Matters. It can matter at places. And then let's make this road just a little even. Okay, perfect. No, it's not. It's fine. And then we're gonna make this connect. Is that an actual road on this side? Yes, that is an actual road on that side. Okay, so make it connect here, make it connect there, make it connect here. This is going to be a real road, and we're actually going to turn this into brick road once we get the chance, which is not right away, but relatively early, for sure. So you go through there, and then this one, because it's going to connect to the other side of the equation, probably also needs to be at least graveled. And then again, once it's graveled, we can brick it, and life should be good. Okay, how about construction office over here? Probably doesn't have anything going on. Nope. Reconstruction a couple places, and Bath Construction Office 3, what is your problem? You don't have... Technically, it says you have everything that you would ever want. Okay. When did this start? That is a thing that I would love to hear, but I do not know the answer to that, and that's fine. I clicked the wrong button as usual. Because this is just a really long road and I don't care about when it gets done, I just need it to get done as fast as possible. Let's remove some unnecessary nodes. That node is necessary. And just tell our construction group 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 is the group. To come down here, number 1, 2, and number 2 as well. And then drink a quick drink of water. Much better. Winter is just a crabby time with snotty nose, always gives you a cough or something else stuck in your throat. Not super helpful for any of this, but I hope it's not too bothersome to everyone. Anyways, checking our account numbers, 72% happy. Could be better, could be worse. 90% health, that's pretty good. Stroke, heart attack, some booze, tiny bit pollution. 1 doctor, 1 starving, that looks good. And then we have due to sickness, due to no workplace, due to small child, and low education. That's not awful. And then we have 257 without their own apartments. Let's make some of these higher priorities than they are right now, and maybe even get these done in a reasonable amount of time. That would be great. Do you want to start bringing your own coal to places that you care about? Honestly, it's not high on my list. Yes, we could, but it doesn't really matter. Oh, you should check your crime justice system. That one looks good. That one still looks good. These are still haven't done anything interesting yet. And then this courthouse will just stand there for a little while and not do much. You are okay. We have fabric in here, which means this number is still appropriate, even though it should technically produce more, but because everything is reduced by a tiny bit, this is all fine. I think we're good to start expanding, or thinking about expanding. So, city is supposed to go somewhere in this area. All right. How many people do you want to fit? I would like to fit enough for 2 food factories, and that is pretty much it. I don't need them to be bigger than that. Okay, 2 food factories. What do they want? 2 food factories would require 150. So 300 workers times 3, round it up to 1,000. Less than 1,500 workers is what I need in this city. So maybe we can even make this more of a village feel than what I've usually done before. I know I usually use the bigger density housing, but let's see if we can make this a little nicer. 1,500 even feels like a small police station could work. B-Ball Joe, what will you do if you actually do end up adding more industry here? Well, if I add more industry there is room for more civilization here. There's room for more civilization here. There's room. We can make this work. I'm not terribly concerned about that, and I would like something to stay a little small too for a little while. So we'll see how that works out. Yes, very noble of you, etc., etc. Well, if you start with that, you should start with small buildings. So, what shopping center will you build? And I will stick with shopping center and all that other stuff. Gotta do my math again. 45 to 405. So 15, a third of this is about 130. 15 is 130. It's not quite 1 to 10, but 1 to 6. I should just do real math. Hold on. Nine. The answer is 9 if you're at 100% productivity. 405 shoppers to 45 workers is 1 worker to 9 shoppers. If you do it well. So 6 is probably the number that I'm gonna go with, because things always work out bad sometimes, if you get unlucky, etc., etc. So 6 times this one is, and I know that that didn't help because it was really 7,500 workers. Sorry, the large shopping center can easily handle 7,500 workers, and the ratio is 1 to 6. So if this one can handle about little less than half the workers of 7,500, we're talking it's still over 3,000 people at 180 visitors. 150 is just a little less than that. 245, nope. And 84, too small. Nope, and it doesn't have a meat production. Why is this in the same menu as the ones that have meat storage? That's not cool. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this one. Also, it's a little different. I have never built this one, so this will be more exciting and cool, and it's gonna be the center of town. Beautiful. You go right there. One thing that I will always do is slap this little warehouse right next to it. Makes your life a lot easier. Trust me, do not fight it. It's just the way the game is meant to be played. And then B-Ball Joe goes, yeah, but should you just use a cargo station instead? You're gonna have food right next door. You're probably going to, well, there's a warehouse really far away over here. That's not going to be helpful. But there's nothing that says we can't use this warehouse for citizen needs when they arise, and they just come in via like a road distribution office. That may be the better option than to hope that we can connect all of this, because this is really far. This is really far away. Even if we do the shortcut, and I will do the shortcut where this road actually comes over here, we may as well do that right now because there's absolutely no reason to not have the shortcut here. We don't need to build another bridge for this, just in case you're curious, but this one should definitely happen. But now we're still like 2 kilometers away from this, and that is relatively far. Just for the sake of argument, if you go from there to there, to there, to there, to there, we could build out this thing, but we haven't yet. Down to here, over here, and in there. Gives us a ground distance 2 kilometers. I wasn't wrong. If we do the same math from here to here, it's just a straight line. Let's turn and say we'll go faster there no matter what we do. It's half the distance. Okay, for my sake of argument, this makes enough sense. I do not have to go 2 kilometers, and you can cut off at least like 500 meters probably if you go right here. But you do not have to go that far, and this is a dedicated one for just the city in here. And if we do have a city on the other side of this, could also be dedicated for that. I like all of those things. Plus, this one is covered by reconstruction of these guys. I don't think over here we will be covered, so I just have to throw a couple construction offices in there once we're ready, and I remember. All of that to say, I don't know that I need a warehouse. A warehouse can make things easier, but dedicated lines also make everything possible, which then means if I want dedicated lines somewhere, I cannot have this. I do need a spot where I can actually have a cargo station connected to something. So let's see if I can remake this just a little bit better so I can be happier about all the things. 6 spots, sure. That's what we're going to go with. Road cargo station is going to go right there. Perfect. And then you kind of just weir out here. Yeah, close. Close, but not really, buddy. That one more so. Okay. And then you hop in here. Just give me a little bit of straight. This one will be the main road connection. This one's the secondary one. Okay, that's fine. So now that can come in here. Distribution offices, whatever I want to put here can be there. Dedicated lines can run this. All of that is good stuff. And if I do have one that goes to the other side, they will just have a sharp turn right there. It's not the end of the world. They will be fine. Okay, so now I have that nailed down. So I can actually put a cargo station here that can handle everything. And for that, I do need to take into account how many parking spaces we already have in this building. Answer is 2. So a meat truck can go directly into the building. For 1.3 tons of meat? No. Even with a cargo station, that is not really worth it. So let's find the small meat storage is always the same one. We're going to look this way. Ooh, I am oohing because we do not have a meat storage connected anywhere here. It's not a thing. Do we have meat storage connected here? Nope. We just get our meat from the border right now, which is not the end of the world. It's just the way it's set up right now. And if I want to change that, I would have to go all the way down here. That's the only meat storage that's currently on the rail network and not on anything else. And I'm assuming that you're as big as you want to be. This is, well, that one wouldn't be connected to the distribution office. This one is. Okay. This is the meat import. Let's just call it meat. Okay, and see what's selected for that, because I may have done it wrong. House, NATO, warehouse, interchange, meat. Meat, selected right. Okay, so if I wanted to, I would have to go here to this tiny warehouse. It's really far away for everyone to store anything. I think a good thing would be if I just put a meat storage somewhere here in this general area, and that will cover everyone. That may be fine. And for right now, we can fill it up with customs, and later we can fill it up with something else. I do not hate that. I will forget about it, but I do not hate that. So let's just get one started right here. All it needs is power. You don't mind if there's a meat storage right behind you, do you? Probably not. Let's just put it here and they will build it when they build it. That should be okay. Good. So, if it's that close, do we need a meat storage right next door? Honestly, probably not. You want a fuel station somewhere in here. That's fine. Can we throw one in that is in range of something from the existing city? Yes and no. I mean, again, this connection road, we're gonna milk it. We're gonna get as much out of it as we can. But that one is fine. That's not that far away for anything that's going on here. So I'm gonna go with that for now, which all just translates to one meat truck is fine. You need a cargo station for that meat truck. One meat truck with a cargo station connected to it is fine. Four should be more than sufficient for what we need to do here, but there's just a little meat warehouse. Cool. Got some power on that cargo station as well. That should work. And then this one is pretty much taken care of. That's just meat. There's nothing else going on that side, so that feels fine. I was waiting for this road to actually get past us a little bit, which it now has, so I think this is appropriate to just split it up and reassign it to group 1, 2, and 3. They can just continue working on that, and then this is just going to be a normal road connection in there. I would like to keep it small. I think this is one of the smaller ones. You have 2 spots. You have 4 spots. You have one way with 4 spots. One way with 4 spots just feels too try hard for this type of town that I'm planning on. So I think this is the right one. We could throw you in there. We could throw you right behind here. If I throw you right behind, I feel a little better. So sure. You just interrupted the construction again. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. They will get over it. They can even start constructing this one. Should you really? Stop. You don't know that this is how you want it yet. But it gives me enough room to put footpaths and other things in here, and even a bus station. Or, more importantly, what do we have? We have a cableway station that wants to run through here. So let's make that a thing, because that will be more fun. Okay. Let's get right on cableways. I will forget that that is the thing at some point, and then it will be really hard to add that later. TRR to flip you around. There's your connection. Kind of far away from where we want this to be, but that is good. Have a cableway pole. Yes, get me the big one. EEE, just to make sure that we're all the way up, that I can get to too low. No. I do not want you to have... This is awkward because I'm going to do the thing like 12 more times where I disconnect that construction over there. But if I hold control, all connections go away, not just the road connection. I would like this to be a dirt road connection. It does not need to be a gravel connection. It's not the end of the world. I'm really just extending where the construction is actually going to go, and that's not the end of the world. I'm pretty confident that I can just run with where that road was, but we'll see how wrong I am about that. It's about here. Okay. It's about as sharp as it wants me to turn. And then there we go. Easy peasy, lemons and squeezy. Good. Get rid of you. 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 And do not get rid of you. And then just dirt road connection in here for the first couple that are already ready. And then construction office 1, 2, and 3 can work on this guy. Cool. So far, so good. Cableway connected. Yes. You probably still want a normal bus station in here. Right here would have been a beautiful place for it, but as you see, I already took that away. So that's not going to happen. Bus platform, 600 people is probably overkill. 400 people is sufficient for the size that we want. The problem with that is it is not... It only allows 2 buses, right? No, it has only two bus stations. But one of them is like a permanent one, which is not super helpful. So I want to at least go with 3, not for the size or not for the capacity, but just for the utility of it. Because I do need to be able to actually run buses through here, otherwise it's just going to get silly. And nobody needs silly. There's enough silly in what people already built. So let's just plop this here. Apparently comes down quite a bit, because this is right on that cliff that you showed earlier. So if you don't want that, you will have to terraform this up just a tad. Just a tad. There can be some buildings down by the river. if they really feel like it. But for right now, I just would like this to be even. I think we have some normal excavator bulldozers in the area, so we may as well make use of them. Push this out just a little bit. Maybe go on this height more. Yeah, that's more the height that we want here. And then there's a cliffside. There's a cliffside next to us. Well, Bebo Joe, you did it again. You didn't want to terraform, yet by habit, you've done it anyways. So, well done. I guess you stayed true to yourself. Cool. T. Yes. It's a precarious little exit right here, but they will figure it out. Okay, F2 again. Now we have a starting centerpiece of what we will have going on here. What do we still need? Well, there's still a bunch of stuff. You need a university. Something small would be great. Do you really need one, or will you be able to just bus students from there to these two universities that we already have sitting here? You're overloaded. You are not overloaded. Okay, well, if this one's not overloaded, why is this a problem? Let's do secret police, because we haven't actually gotten that done yet. This may be able to absorb a couple more people. I think that is fine. I think we can actually get away with not having that many student or no university in this village. I like that a lot. Yep. Not because it saves money, just because not every village needs a university. In my original hometown, it was very small, but there was an art university. It was cool, but it was unnecessary because nobody that lived in that town ever went to school there. It was just another thing. But there's multiple reasons why that would happen. Cool. Do I say cool a lot now? Maybe make it a drinking game and let me know how that goes. By drinking, I mean, of course, apple juice. Yep. So, let's keep this going. We have a shopping center. Good job. Barely done anything. A kiosk? Yes. There will be a booze kiosk. No, that's too small. That's just ridiculous, even with 2 workers. No thank you. A regular pub, please and thank you. And that will round out our core of the city. Near the bus stop and near the gondola station, so that's perfect. There's a cafe. No thank you. Cinema or House of Culture? Amphitheater. Oh, that would be nice. What do you need? 10 degrees. Most of the time we are above 10 degrees. Huh. I mean, just... I like this. I like this place for it, because this is a natural, like, open, scenic place where this may actually look cool, and if it's actually used, I really don't have any complaints about it. So yes, I'm going to build an amphitheater here. I'm guessing I'm very confident in the road construction that that's going to happen the way I put it there. Natural History Museum. Here's a gem in this village that you can only get to if you leave town. It is cool. It's a very pretty building. I don't know that I need it or that it fits in here. Also too big. Expo Hall, definitely too big. Gallery of Art. I can't get beaten into that. Museum of the Republic. Yeah, this looks like a potential candidate for what I want here, but the only problem I have then is you are attraction type museum. Very good. You are attraction type not going to tell you, so that's great. I guess you could do passengers will actually... I'm talking about the bus. When the bus picks up people here, passengers would go somewhere where they can't find what they want here, but that also means sometimes they will go to get food, or they will go to attractions. I would prefer them not to try to go get food somewhere, which is possible as long as they're all in walking range of the shopping center, but there's still a risk. I'm just wondering if I can supplement their attraction needs with the city that's over here, which should not be overflowing with any of their current things. Garbage container overflowing. That's unnecessary. Let's see what we can do with that. Do you want one of these? Sure, if you can fit it. There you go. Just by the front door, just like you like it. That should work. All right. It is 1937. No, I don't think so. Excuse me, scripts. Decade back, move a year back. Yes, please. 1936 is just fine. So, are you going to add the museum thing here, or what's your plan? I don't completely hate the thought of just adding a museum here. Could be a leftover from an old thing that we built here a while ago. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't hate it. Therefore, it will happen. Okay. That's what we're going to do. And then you do need sports. Someone will need to do some sports. Indoor pool, just a small building. It's in the same style as the buildings that we already have here. So I feel like this actually fits relatively well into this area already. So I may as well make it happen here. Then we'll probably add a... There we go. We'll probably add a monument or something right there and round out the center of town. Is that what you're going to do? Is that all you needed? I think so. I'd like to just go down here. Well, we could argue that you just really needed a football or a football field. This definitely feels more like a normal setup instead of this building like a soccer field, football, whatever. Do I want that? Right by the water? It's not gonna... Ooh, it actually wants to fit here. Could fit it here instead of a monument. I think I like it better here. Okay, this is just our gathering spot then. This is where everything kind of comes together and people can just figure out what they want to do. I just don't hate it. This is fine. And we just need a monument. Okay, get a monument in. 4.1. Okay, 2.5 on 350 meters. Oh, I like it. I like this a lot. Yes, highest building in this village. And everyone can see it. And it has a good enough increase as long as you supply it all the time. Loyalty, that is, in the beginning, which we are. Therefore, that should be fine. 1, 2, 3. Please get this one done. Happiness has gone down by 1 point. I'm not sure that I have to worry about that yet, so we're just gonna not. You go over here. You probably want to connect to that and get going. Good. We're probably gonna have to have a waste container right next door here, which is super. I'm gonna try to prepare for the situation where it's actually not gonna be where the old things are not gonna work anymore. The road connections. That's what I was trying to say. So here we are. Cool. You actually connect to all the things that I wanted you to connect to. Now you just have to be able to be built here, which right there with this may be good enough. We'll see. See how it goes. Okay. What else are you missing? I have no clinic. Definitely need a clinic here. Small clinic should be totally sufficient. Outskirts of town, just like a little health spot right here. That sounds fine. I was trying to think, what else am I going to put here? The health clinic is right next to the pub. Obviously, nothing wrong with that. F2, that's too high. Okay. You could start spreading out over here a little bit, or, well, over here, yeah, we have more residential. It's probably going to go into the space, so we may as well make that happen there. Fire station. I will have to cover an industry and farms. Hopefully a lot with this one. I'm not sure that we're going to cover everyone, but put it at least a little closer to what's going on over there, and we'll see how it works. Maybe we'll have to put another fire station right in this spot anyways. But for now, large fire station for the area, because that's really why you build an outpost. Okay. Kindergarten. Yeah, we'll need one. We'll get to that when I get to that. School. We will get a school. Way too big. 25. This school size should be totally sufficient. Right next to the shopping center or right next to the soccer place? Soccer place wins. It's football, sir. You're from Europe. You should say soccer. Apologies. It's a soccer place, not a football place. No. You said it wrong again. Okay. You knew what I meant. There was good intention. I just screwed it up. It's fine. No, I'm okay. You're okay too. Everyone's okay. What are you going to do with this straight road going through here? Don't know yet. Okay. We'll see what happens. You would go there, you would go there, and you probably would continue this way, and then you just get a connection in there. That looks fine. Just build it. Okay, so actually build a school. Cool. I'm planning on having most of the residential right here, maybe a little bit by the water. We'll see how many buildings we actually need to make to accomplish this. So, we're already planning on having university students go from the bus station, which is not straight at all. Perfect. We have this done. We have the core done. Not an orphanage here. No university. We just talked about that. I do need a police station. The police station would like to also handle crime in the industrial area, so let's give it the opportunity to actually do that by connecting you out here. It would be lovely if I can actually get a footpath in there. So let's pull you out just a little further. I know there's a different trick to make this happen too, but let's not deploy that if we don't absolutely have to. Really? There you go. That makes me feel better. Cool. Yeah, everyone should be able to connect to that because there will be a footpath connection through there. And then maybe I have to let workers actually go to this bus station and then transfer to this guy for a change. We'll see. Maybe you just put some more houses on this side than you thought you would. And then this road may or may not actually exist. We'll see if we have to demolish that right away. Yeah. Nope, that's good. Police station we just did. Courthouse we don't need. Prison we don't need. Accounting office, it's just so small. I don't know that it matters. Pollution monitoring station probably at some point. And then waste handling we're probably just going to do on this right here or right here, depending where the incinerator goes. I haven't fully made up my mind on that one yet, as you probably imagined. Great. Moving on. Residential? I think so. Yes, we've done all of this. We've done activities, by that I just mean monuments. We've done some of these buildings. I don't hate the idea of having a beach happening here. I just don't know that we have enough room to actually place one. I could try really hard to change everything, but I think I'm okay with not doing that. Wow, the beach needs sewage access. That is interesting. No, we're just going to leave the beach alone. I don't need a tower. I don't need a zoo. I don't... Well, rural hotel. Extra cluster. Nah, leave it alone. Okay, yeah, we can do residential buildings now. Can we? Yeah, we still have a couple minutes. We can at least pick one. Well, first we want to look at quality of flats. This one is pretty good. 36 workers, maybe a good number for what I'm trying to do here. 80, 80, 85, 20 workers. We even have 3 different buildings that have the same style. That's wonderful. Then 55, 55, no, we're not even going to go there. 60%, we're not going to go there. 80, 70, 89. Okay, yeah, we're going to go with the red. The red. Let's build as many of the large ones as we can and go from there. The large ones are 36. We need about 1,500 workers. That's probably too much. 1,200 workers is probably enough if you shoot for that. So we need about 1,200 workers. This is an interesting building. 48 and 80. 1,200 workers. Okay. 1,200, if we do this, is after 3 of these buildings, we get 100 and then 12 times more. So 12 times 3 is 36. 36 of these buildings is all we're looking for. That may be all we're getting. I was thinking about putting some smaller buildings in the front here by the water, but that's not going to happen. 1. Turn you a little bit. 2. 3. 4. 5. Yeah, you count with me. 6. 7. 8. 9. Yeah, sure. 9. Let's let the road continue through if it wants to. 10. 11. More like a barracks. 12, 13. than what I was thinking of, but maybe this is gonna work. So 13. Let's make this one our guide. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. Then R. No, that's too much. 18, 19. I don't know that I'm on the right number. 20, 21, 22. At the front door. This is fine. 22, 23. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But I forgot that this game actually does that, where you can press E and Q and it will rotate through the buildings, which is cute. I just don't want that right now. Yeah, we'll flip you around. 20 approximately. We're close. We're not there yet, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, I was definitely not saying 23. 23, and continue. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And now we have all the buildings that we wanted. Great. That means we can go to a couple other looking buildings. 32. 32, 33. Center of town. Not sure what I want to do yet here. 34. 35. 36. Maybe move them to the middle a little more. Like that. And then just a couple more of the small 10-seaters. 10-seaters, is that how you describe a house now? Apparently. That can go there, that can go there. We still have to find kindergarten spaces. We still have to find trash spaces, so do not overfill this. But I wouldn't mind having one special building for the mayor sitting somewhere, or whatever it was called back in the day. Yeah, there's this very special building. Very old special building that really doesn't fit anywhere in here. So no, just leave it alone. This is fine. This doesn't feel awful. I think we did a pretty decent job at what we tried to do here. Now that just all has to be footpathed up, has to be trashed, has to be utilized, utilitized. Sure, we can go with that word. And yeah, no, this feels fine. I wouldn't be surprised if these roads are actually going to be used for real. Oh, come on, don't do that. For real farm behavior or something like that. So I kind of want to continue them if I can. That looks fine. That looks fine. Everyone gets a footpath connection to somewhere. You would go here, you would go here, and then yeah, we just have to connect waste to all the places that we care about. Now this school should be fine because these should all be able to connect this guy. And that should be okay. We are relatively close to all the construction offices that we care about, so I am tempted to just... maybe this one's easier. I am tempted to just let everything here get built pretty much automatically, like we're doing at the Steel Valley, but we're just gonna have to see how that all works out. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do. Oh yeah. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. And then you just run to wherever. I don't know what I want to do with you yet, but I don't want to not have you. So that should be fine. You go there, you go there. Yeah. Can't believe this is kind of working out. I don't know that I'm going to do all the footpaths right now. I will probably just complete this for now, so our construction officers can get started on something. House, you have a nice waterfront. Why are you being more complicated than you need to be right now? Let's see. Can we give you just a footpath up? Nope. We can do this, and then we can go terrain, and then we can clone. Then we say this building, and then we rotate kind of this way, push you back a little further, then run a footpath closer to where you're already flat. Hope that this footpath can actually connect to down here, and it says too steep, to which we say... Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ah. Holding left shift. I don't remember which one it was, but I think it's left shift. It's supposed to help with this. So, too steep, too steep, too steep, too steep. I do not want to put a bridge or similar in here. Just make it happen. Everything was going so well until it wasn't. So that makes perfect sense. Do you want to go try this one again? Nope, 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 nope. Come on, come on. 4. Nope, not there. Yes, there. Okay, fine. I'll do some terraforming. You got me. You beat me into submission. Average, smooth. That's what I want. Smooth it in that direction, maybe, and then see if we can... Yep. 1. Winner, 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 chicken dinner. That's all we needed. A little bit of smooth. It almost feels like every time you do any smoothing or terrain behavior, there should be some smooth jazz on that would get you through. All right. I think we've done enough for now. They can start building all of these footpaths, etc., etc. And this city still needs utilities and all those things. It needs a name. Wrong button, right button. You will be called, I don't care what, but nobody please move in. That would be great. Yeah, so then we're going to continue that. I still have to build farms. This stuff still has to be completed. Did you get any of my priority items done? No. How dare you? They are better if I micromanage them a little more, but I just didn't feel like doing that right now. Let's look. How are we doing over here? You are actually doing excellent work. There's no more hazardous waste sitting there. That's good. This is effectively empty. You're still full. You are also still full, so there's still some work to be done here. Biowaste is being delivered to this one. Not 100% sure why that is. You have aluminum scrap sitting. Huh. Why? When did I set this one up? Questions. Mixed waste from hazard. And then this one. I didn't know that I had an aluminum scrap set up like this. But it appears we do. Oh, this is a distribution office truck. That makes sense. Cool. We actually have this guy doing the thing that's supposed to do. That is lovely. We don't have plastic waste doing that yet, but that's not the end of the world. No workers. That is potentially an end of the world, more or less. But yeah, it looks like they're doing what they're supposed to do. I would like this one to be a little less full, but that may not happen right now. You, hey. Customs house is still bringing incinerator stuff. I don't like that. Nope. We're going to be done importing hazardous waste, especially if it's a designated truck. No thank you. Okay. They're doing what they're supposed to do. That's great. Construction office 1, 2, and 3. You can get started on building whatever you want out here. We even have a little bit of fire coverage as far as I can tell. So that's helpful. And we'll see what the rest brings. I like this little town. Bournemouth. Sounds good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.